Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps this channel grow, and it makes me unbelievably happy, so thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Aquarius, June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So think of the spread as a tree. We have the roots here, the branches here. The left-hand side is the inner self, the middle, the heart, the emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So at our root, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups, which is absolutely beautiful. This is Earth sign energy, the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. If you're born on the cusp with Capricorn, this part of your personality is going to be coming through astoundingly powerfully. Then we have the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Again, the Earth sign energy is astoundingly strong here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, but there's a sense of the inner self being a powerful and purposeful king. Then we have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. In the public arena, and the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles is in the emotional self. We have ourselves in the public arena with the Star coming out. That is us represented in the major arcana. And we have ourselves represented in the swords in the minor arcana. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's a bit of a battle here. It's like, can I be truly me? Can I let myself shine? Can I embrace who I am intrinsically? Or do I have to conform with what other people want? Do I have to guard myself and always be on guard. So those are going to be the battle. That's going to be the battle that we have in the public arena. It's like, can I be me or can't I? Am I allowed to move forward, or am I always going to be weighted down with like bricks around my neck? That's going to be the feeling that goes on here. Now, what is the chakra message for this time? Aquarius, June 1st to 15th, 2021, Aquarius. June 1st to 15th, 2021, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides. That's it. So we have a little bit come out. 3 of the chakra cards are coming forward. We have the crown chakra, the heart chakra, and the earth star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. We're going to start with the crown chakra, meditation. Meditation to connect with the mind, with the heart, is so important as an air sign energy, as an energy that deals mainly with the mind. To have the mind and the heart come together mean that we are almost unstoppable. And so here, to have that connection, to have that drive guide us forward, to sit in quiet and contemplation, is going to be absolutely beautiful. And it's going to be important because it's going to help us move forward in the direction that we want to move. It's going to clear out the clutter and the noise within our lives. Play with the heart chakra. Play is only done when we feel safe. If we don't feel safe, if we feel overwhelmed, if we feel, anxious and upset, we don't play, we don't laugh, we don't unwind the way that we need to. Play is so important because play is the way children learn. It's children's work. But it's also the work of us as adults to be able to take time to laugh, to play, to enjoy, to let loose, to become free. Because it helps us live in joy. It helps us raise our energy vibration. It helps us fight off the sorrow that we live in, just simply living in the world. And then rebirth with the earth star chakra, located 6 inches below the feet. We are reborn from the way that we connect with the earth and from the way that we ground ourselves. We are going to see ourselves moving forward in a powerful way, in a beautiful way, in a way that we hadn't anticipated. But we have to let ourselves grow and discover. At our root, we are slowly and steadily moving towards prosperity. Prosperity is very important. The only people who say money isn't important are the people who've always had it, or maybe have worked out communal living in a way that works for them. But with the Knight of Pentacles, we are slowly and steadily building forward and building up wealth, success, prosperity, abundance, what we want to manifest within our lives and what we want to see come forward within our waking world. During this time, we need to have a plan. If we don't have a plan, we feel like we're just floating free within the air, which is a nice feeling, but it's going to be scary as we start to drop and dip and move. So with the Knight of Pentacles, we're going to need a steady, fixed goal for this time. It's going to make us feel better. It's going to make us feel as if I'm working towards a purpose, and that purpose is leading me forward. That purpose is becoming more. And I'm seeing myself achieve goals. And this is a time where we want to see ourselves achieve goals. Now, the Two of Cups is the Minor Arcana Lover's card. It's healing, it's love, it's unity, it's coming together. It's a sense of blessings. It's a sense of the subconscious and conscious aspects of ourselves working in tandem, and it's opening up the doors to new possibilities. But again, we need goals. So during this time, it's a time of healing, it's a time of heart's connection, but it's also going to be a time where we need to see our goals towards what we love being met, and our goals towards our dreams being guided forward, being met, being understood. And then in our inner self, why this is important with the healing and having these goals is because we have the Ace of Cups coming in, and the Ace of Cups washes away so much, washes away doubt and fear and anger and hurt and pain, but it makes us emotionally astoundingly vulnerable. It makes us feel the world more. It's like everything is on hyperdrive. And so when we have these waters washing away our emotional stagnation, our hurts, our doubts, our fears, we are then going to see ourselves embracing more and more of what we really want within this world, of what we desire, but also feeling a bit more sensitive as we do so. The sense of, can I do this? Can I push these barriers? Can I move forward this way? Am I going to disappoint everybody? Is this even right? Is this just adding to my stress? They're going to come up. These questions are going to come up. And the Ace of Cups is saying, embrace the healing. That's why the meditation is going to be so important. The play is also going to be important because it's like, embrace the healing and let in joy, let in laughter, let yourself express. Because we can't stop the Ace of Cups once it comes in. Well, we can, but that would stunt us in a very real way. So by letting the tears come, by letting the emotional vulnerability come, we are making ourselves into a king. This is going to translate into wealth in our personal lives. Now, it can be wealth or something we value as much as money coming in, embracing our prosperity, moving us forward, bringing abundance and bounty and riches that we didn't even know that we wanted or didn't even know that we could obtain. This connects us. So as we emotionally heal, we're going to start to see where the prosperity that we're building, where the goals that we have are interconnected, where we can find ourselves moving forward in the direction that we want, but not in the way that we thought we could. And it brings us to the Hermit. It's like, turn inward. If you want to see yourself guide your path, the star leads the Hermit. The star is what is in the lantern. So our dreams, our souls, our desires, our greatest wishes are what are illuminating the path within our emotions, but also are what are illuminating us within this time, because we're going off of an emotional place. It's interesting that we need to have such steady goals to realize, because we're coming from a place of emotional development, but also emotional freedom and exploration and desire. So the tether is going to be the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, this earthly sense of prosperity, this earthly sense of bounty and what is desired and what is needed and where I want to be and how I want to be within this world. And then the emotions are coming forward and saying, this is how my heart is guiding me. My heart needs to guide me during these times and for my practical plans. With the Hermit, we are looking at what is desired. We're looking at what is needed. We're turning inward. That's the meditation again coming through. And we are connecting with the heart. We are connecting with ourselves. And we are saying, guide my way. Guide me forward. Take me on an adventure. Because during this time, we're going to want to be a little bit reckless. It's going to kind of be like just doing something absolutely outrageous, like driving a motorcycle down the wrong side of the road and just seeing what happens. Don't do that, first of all. But that's going to be the excitement that we want. That's the emotional, just feeling alive that we're going to be craving. This is going to be a time where we want to do something physically very rash and radical. But what we have to do, and what Spirit is suggesting doing, is instead of doing something rash and radical, that we will probably wind up forgetting and regretting, turning inward, looking in meditation, saying, what is the wisdom that guides me? What is it that I need? Instead of speeding up my world, slow it down. Slow it down, and then we start to see. And we need to have patience. This is all about taking things just a little bit more slowly. And then the patience comes in. The prosperity comes in. The bounty comes in. The brilliance comes in. But we're going to have to wait for it. It's not going to come all at once, which is going to be so annoying. But it's also going to be very powerful and very beautiful for us, because it's going to be exactly what we need at the exact right time. And it's in divine planning and in the divine timing that this steps forward, that we step forward. And it brings us into the essence of ourselves in the public arena. We have the star shining forward. It's like, this is me. These are my wishes. These are my hopes. These are my dreams. This is me. This is what I desire. And I have to say that I believe this is the Mucha tarot deck, this is my favorite card. The star is just absolutely exquisite. And so here we get to embrace that exquisiteness. We get to embrace the beauty and the ideas and the discovery and the becoming, and just this sense of there is more out there than I ever could have realized. The stars are what our ancestors, what the ancients called the gods. They were the blueprints that we mapped our trails by, that the pyramids were built to. The star also represents divinity seeing what we need, not what we want, but what we need, and opening up that sense of wonder, opening up that sense of beauty and brilliance. And it brings us to the Four of Pentacles. It brings us to this vampiric energy that's saying, no, you can't. You can only shine so bright. You can only go so far. I'm not going to let you. Now, this can be from past trauma. The Four of Pentacles doesn't have to be negative people around us, though it can be right now. Negative people around us that are hurting us, that are draining us. And that can very well be the case. But it's also bringing forward hurts and pains and disappointments, traumas and despairs from childhood that come into our everyday world and say, you're not allowed to go beyond your station. You're not allowed to dream the big dreams. The way I see the Four of Pentacles right now is when I was small, right? And I'm sure I've said this before, but it's never really quite easy to say. I was a bit deaf and a bit blind as a child, which is a very wonderful combination. And then once the operations were had and, I was better, I was severely dyslexic. Learning how to read was like trying to climb Mount Everest in ballet shoes. It just was so entirely difficult and wrong, and it just didn't click. And I got there, but it was such a battle. And it gave me such an inferiority complex. It made me think everybody in the world was better than I am. And here, that's not true. Like here, that's the energy that comes in. It's the vampiric energy that defies us, that makes us think everybody's better than us because everybody's happier, everybody's, better off, everybody is entitled to things more than we are. And that's what we're releasing. It might be that our parents' marriage broke up or our caregiver's marriage broke up and we think it was our fault. Or whatever it is, a person got sick and it was our fault because if we were just good enough, they wouldn't have. It's like enough is enough. It's time to let ourselves free. It's time to let the chakra energy flow without always stopping it. What is the healing that is grounding Aquarius? What is the healing that is grounding Aquarius? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Two of Pentacles. It's finding balance. The healing is finding that balance, is giving us that balance, that sense of this is what I'm creating, this is what I want, and this is what I need. The Two of Pentacles is being out of balance. It's trying to balance everything and forgetting to balance ourselves. So we're going to need to be very mindful of our own personal balance, especially since emotionally we are so vulnerable during this time. And yet we are so powerful in what we are constructing in the profitable world, on the earthly plane. But also it has a bit of a profit to us. It builds us some way where we see a payoff. What is the emotional vulnerability that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? What is the emotional vulnerability that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The Seven of Swords. It's sneakiness. The emotional vulnerability is a sense that people are not open and honest with us the way that we want them to. And we're going to think, I'm giving you everything. What more can I bring to the table? The Seven of Swords is saying, gather up your information, leave some things behind, and start moving forward for you. Don't share it with everybody because everybody isn't going to care the way that we want them to. Take it in, see what is needed, and start moving forward. What is the patience that Aquarius needs to embrace? What is the patience that Aquarius needs to embrace? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So it's the Death card. It's the dying away of the old self and the rebirth of the new. It is the sense of we need to have patience because we are transforming. This is a transformative time. We don't step out of this time the same way we stepped into it. The Death card is the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. It is the transformation of ourselves to something different. It might not seem better, but it's going to be more powerful spiritually. And yet a transformation, a death, is always painful and always hard. So it's honoring this transformation and also knowing that the person we were going in is not the person who's coming out. And that might be upsetting to us. It really might be, because we might have thought, oh, but I wanted that dream to work. I wanted that power forward. I wanted that way forward. And now there's a different trail opening up. There's a different path presenting itself. What is the vampiric energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? What is the vampiric energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So it's the King of Cups and Justice. The vampiric energy is needing to be fair. And also the King of Cups, it's the negative King of Cups. It's instead of saying I only rule myself, it's like if I am just good enough, I can be enough for everyone. And we're not being just to ourselves. So the vampiric energy that we really need to be mindful of is how we're draining ourselves, how we're leeching away the healing, the prosperous, the beautiful energy that we need to embrace. And we're going to be doing this in the name of the greater good for everybody, in the name of love and of joy and of peace and of helping and of, being there for everyone. We're just going to sacrifice ourselves. And Spirit is saying, enough is enough. Don't do that. Now, the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. What is the energy that Aquarius needs to be mindful of? June 1st to the 15th, 2021 Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Death card. So it's the transformation. We need to be mindful of the transformation that we are being swept up in, that we are moving forward with. And the leaving behind is going to be hard, but also as we transform, it's really being mindful of the way things aren't going to be the same. And we can't walk backwards. Spirit is saying, don't turn backwards. The subconscious chakra message is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra, finding the alignment of self through power of ideas and experience and desire, seeing ourselves fall into alignment with who we are and where we want to be. Because we are mastering our skills, we are owning our hearts, we are connecting our minds and our hearts, and the subconscious energy to be mindful of is the moon, is fear, is not seeing the beauty that comes at night, but only seeing the fear of the shadows and the unknown. So that we have to be mindful of. Our subconscious public arena message is the 9 of Cups. Subconsciously, it's funny because the star is the major arcana wish card. The 9 of Cups is the minor arcana wish card. So subconsciously, it's moving towards that wish and not letting the vampiric energy rob that from us, because it will gladly and say you're welcome because of it. Our subconscious emotional message is the Fool. Now it's time to take that leap. Now it's time to go after what we greatly desire, what we greatly need. The Fool starts the journey and says, others might laugh, and that's fine. But this is what my heart is calling me towards. This is what I need to start. And it can be starting it in just the littlest way, that we are following the light of ourselves, that we are following the light of our souls, and we are fighting against the darkness within the world, the sorrow within our existence, the plague of loneliness that is sweeping over our world. And we find that, yes, people will say that we're foolish, but we are going to find that we're happier than we could have ever imagined. And it brings us to our subconscious inner self message. And that's the Page of Cups. Being a student of our heart, being a student of the beauty and the insights and the power that is coming our way. Our subconscious energy that grounds us is the 10 of Pentacles. Wealth that lasts for generations. But wealth that is ancient and seen by those who aren't so caught up in the world and everything that needs to be looked at right now, right now, right now. Letting the wonder, letting the paces go slower, and letting our insight guide us. Because that leads to wealth that just gets inherited and grows within this world. All right, Aquarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we let ourselves shine. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius.